Hello and welcome to Season 3 opener of We Are Trying Our Best. I'm James Langan.
And I'm Braden Dyreson. As one of the most popular podcasts on the interwebs, we know it may be a shock to listeners to now appear before you in the art of the moving image.
But we just figured we'd put our moneymakers front and center. So, Braden, to jump right back into things, hope you're doing well this semester. How have you
Just
felt?
great.
Oh, no, you're home. So, how have you felt about being home for the start of the semester?
It's a wild time, at home. With a similar buzz and excitement to, attending Penn State on campus. So, the dining hall food here is great. Just had tacos last night. Uh, you know, my roommate, I've known him for a while now, a few years. And so, yeah, it's just been a thrilling and normal and just good situation over here at Penn State Dyreson household.
Have you gotten locked in the bathroom this semester so far?
No, I have not, fortunately. You know, I have tried many
Would you
times.
like to fill the people in on the last time you got stuck in the bathroom?
Last time I got stuck in the last semester, I got trapped in my bathroom on like Friday, Saturday night at like midnight. I went to go use the bathroom as one does, and I have like a suite, so me and another like room share a bathroom. And so the doorknob had been acting up. It had been acting strange for a long time, and it was like jamming for a long time. But none of us, we like filled out the housing form to like get it fixed, but nothing was happening with that sweet Penn State bureaucracy. Uh, and so the door jammed, and I couldn't get out of the bathroom. And I was trapped there for, I don't know, probably about like an hour or two. And so the guys who lived in the room who I shared the bathroom with, I like began to bang violently on the door, like I'm trapped, to try to signal to my rescuers. And like, fortunately, they were there. And one of them had some tools, and we like tried. They were like underneath like the door, like just sticking tools underneath, so I could try to like remove the doorknob or do something, but like that wasn't working.
You're just
And I
not
tried
handy
like,
enough.
nah,
No.
I tried like physically manhandling it, but that, even with all my strength, all my prowess, that didn't happen. And so eventually, like, two RAs had to come, and they were like, "We don't know what to do." And then like the person for the building who's in charge, I forget, they have a title, but the person for the building came, and he like called the housing people, and they were like, "It's gonna like be a few hours before we like bring our saw to like cut through the door and get them out." And so I was going insane on the inside, just pacing back and forth in like the bathroom, like this size, and stuff.
You got through it.
Yeah, but I got through it. You know, Prison can't break me. It's all up in here and in here. Um, yeah, but I don't know. Eventually, like I managed to like break the doorknob enough that it
Oh,
just like collapsed through, like using a wrench, not pliers and screwdrivers, and then I was free. And I never wasted my freedom since.
very nice. Well, my return to campus, to get back to the starting question, has
Mhm.
been pretty normal, I'd say. There's been nothing too out of the ordinary. I've slipped on ice a couple times, but that's per the usual.
That's Penn State spring semester.
Yeah, and but with being in the Happy Valley, someone was always there to laugh at me, and it just felt better. I felt like home, you know. But
That's good.
Braden, we have some exciting news.
Hmm.
So we've been gone for a while, But
Too long, some would
over
say.
the break, our mailbox was filling up. For
With
those of you who don't know, we have a PO box. We can't tell you where it is or what the address is, but we
because we
have
don't really know. We've lost all the information, and yet
yeah,
we still end up with the fan mail.
yeah, it found its way to us because you guys, the Lang fans out there, and the Dyerson geeks, they just you're just so loyal.
Yeah,
So
our stan community just really pull through.
yeah, so we got
And
some
so
fan mail.
we got some fan mail, and we've decided to read it aloud on the show to try to pad the runtime.
We can't show you this fan mail because they emailed it, right? Yeah.
They emailed it to a PO box.
Yeah, they did.
And then we received the telegraph.
Yes.
All right. So our first piece of fan mail comes from Roger in Happy Valley, Pennsylvania. Do you know where that is, James?
I've been there once or twice.
Yeah, me too. And it says, Dear James and Braden, please stop producing this show. It physically hurts me to listen to it. If this podcast does not stop, I'm going to have to unsubscribe from the Daily Collegian.
Wow. What was his name? Roger?
Jeff or John. He wrote down both on the thing.
Oh, he wrote down multiple names. Oh, multiple names. He was too scared to take credit for his own criticism.
Well, it's fan criticism. So
he's just trying
I would say largely positive with a hint of constructive criticism in there. Which I think is important.
I actually got a message from Tiffany, and Tiffany emailed us from overseas across the pond in London. And her message said, I'll read it right now. Cheerio. I hope you and Braden are doing well. And I know James is reading this because James seems like the type of person who doesn't let emails go by. And Braden seems like he hasn't checked his email in months. And that was a nice start to the message. She put in her own little humor.
Those were some good assumptions.
Yeah. And she said, I just want to tell you that this podcast has helped me get through a really tough time with my... Oh, I can't read that. Okay. Well, thanks, Tiffany.
Tiffany, it's always nice to hear from our blokes across the sea about how we're impacting your lives.
Yeah.
And as they say over on the Emerald Isle, bloody hell, mate. So my next message is very official. It's from people who call themselves the Board of Editors at the Daily Collegian.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I don't know if this is one or two people. It seemed like pretty dedicated fans. Like they've listened to every episode.
It's a board, so the kind of like a fan club.
Board is a nice name,
They might be a fan club. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. He's to say that our fan club, our other fan club is actually called Board of this podcast too.
See, that shows some great humor too, calling themselves the Board of Editors. I really like this fan club.
Yeah, I get it. And it says, Dear James and Braden, you have been formally informed several times of your termination at the Daily Collegian. This podcast is unauthorized and unpublishable. Please stop acting like this podcast is an official Daily Collegian podcast, or we will be forced to sue you for your zero money you receive from zero revenue.
That last part wasn't needed.
Yeah, that last part wasn't needed. But that was just so funny because, as we all know, the Board of Editors is very happy with this podcast.
Yeah, they're thrilled.
And
they're in the other room right now talking about how
it's high quality. Oh yeah, all good things too. You know, when James and I, when we walk into the Daily Collegian office, people just stand up and cheer. It's a standing ovation. And so we know that isn't from the real board of editors, even though several board of editors have told us that too in person. But this email doesn't look.
It's kind of like we kind of have the Michael Jordan effect, if
Mhm.
to be so humble.
To be. So
When we walk in, we don't know you.
mhm.
You know us.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
after just 3 seasons, I think that's pretty impressive.
yeah.
Jordan didn't even win a championship till like what, his 8th season?
Yeah, something insane. So not saying we're better than Jordan, but we are better than Jordan.
Yeah.
We're just so humble,
So humble.
so humble,
Painfully
so
humble.
great at being humble.
I want to brag so much.
Yeah, but I just keep it all in,
Keep it
for
all
the fans,
Yeah. Well, I think those were some great messages. And
Yeah.
maybe we'll have more fan mail in the future. And maybe we'll have a fan mail section of the podcast.
Who knows?
But seems to me like this was a great start to season 3. We got
Season
renewed
3,
for
baby.
season 3. That's more than like any NBC show right now. We are on top.
We're on top,
But I think that's a good way to wrap things up. So, Braden, any parting words? Anything for the fans to look forward to?
Oh, going forward, we're gonna have, even more podcasts.
Even more.
Even
Our
more.
podcasts are going to be so podcast.
They're gonna be so podcasty, and it's just gonna be. And you know what's insane too? They're gonna be on YouTube now.
Yeah.
YouTube. And so, just don't subscribe to the Daily Collegian. Just search "We Are Trying Our Best" in the search on
and
YouTube.
Smash that like button
if you want to. Get those likes up. Even go for. I always like how they have 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
One for Australians, people in the lower hemisphere. So reminder, if you're from the land down under or South America, to hit the like button that looks like this. And if you're up in the northern hemisphere, smash that one.
And don't be afraid to leave a comment. Especially
don't be afraid, to leave
if
comments.
You're Tiffany,
if you're
or Roger, or the board
or
of
the
editors.
Daily Collegian board of editors. Leave a few comments.
And who knows, you might be featured in our next episode.
Oh yeah, we have so many segments, so much stuff planned. We just have a Google Doc, a blank Google Doc of ideas.
Just oodles and oodles of ideas.
Oodles and oodles. And we're just so happy.
Ideas out the wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's all the time for today. So for James and Braden, this has been We Are Trying Our Best, and we will see you next time.